Okay, hello everyone. Today another trade recap. Unfortunately, a losing day today. Not because of my analysis, but because of the conditions and my choice of indexes. Right. So let me just run you through the day and what trades I took. Remember the rule of two. I take only two trades. So going into the market. I've seen that we missed this big buy side liquidity created on the 2nd of May. I'm just going to do the analysis on NQ because that's easier for me. I mainly trade NQ, so that's the easiest thing. Right. So going into the day, I've seen that we missed this, and we're probably gonna go towards that later on today in the PM session, most likely, as currently we're waiting for Trump to speak, which is causing some consolidation in the markets. But once he speaks, I think we're gonna move up. Okay, so what we had today, right? We had big move to the downside from London session, and also with market open, we moved down to the downside, right? We swept the London lows. We went to this 4-hour gap on ES. We went into this hourly gap, which created an SMT, as I remember, but that might not be true. And we swept this low, 15-minute low, created right after this move to the upside, right? So I was bullish for the day. These were big targets, and this was my target for the scalp that I was actually taking. And yeah, let me just run you through my trades, right? So the first trade was right here at 1601, right? So why did I take this trade? Very simple, boys. We missed this low, which was the only question that I was asking myself, right? Why did we miss this low? Right here. And I wanted to see a move lower to sweep it, potentially create a SMT, internal sweep, and then move higher, right? That's what I wanted to see. But because of FOMO, I did end up taking a trade here because we broke structure on the 3-minute time frame. I decided that it's gonna be a great idea to just enter the trade and then add some position on the respect of this minutely fair value gap. Was this a good trade? No. Why not? Because there was no really any sweeps, and as you boys know, as I know as well, like subconsciously when I was taking this trade, I knew that we got tap into the 4-hour PD array one more time, because that's what we always do on every single time frame. And so that was a shit trade. Then going back here on the another trade that I ended up taking. As you can see, boys, I'm locked out now because I don't want to be over trading, and I'm not hopping on the PM session either because I've got an exam tomorrow, and hopefully I'm gonna revise, hopefully, because this is a big question. That it's a big task actually that I've been trying to do for the past months, for the past weeks, but I just haven't managed to study. Okay, anyways, after we had this move, this sweep again, I was pretty confident that we are going to move higher while seeing this incredible price action. So we made the 3-minute inverse. I was like, okay, that's my time for an entry. Same on here. First entry was based on the 3-minute inverse. Then the position was added once this Ferrari gap got respected, actually both of them. And my stops were right here below this Ferrari gap. And now, question is, was this a good stop loss? Yeah, because I always enter like that. The only mistake that I made with this trade, boys, was that I favored NQ instead of ES. Why? Because I was feeling like ES moved lower, so I just favored the trade on NQ, and for that NQ is gonna move higher quicker than ES. Ended up being wrong, of course, because on NQ I got stopped out. We ended up going lower because it had a bigger momentum driving into the downside, whereas ES never went that low, never actually went into such a big drawdown, and I would end up in a nice, really nice trade with no drawdown at all. Really, honestly, lovely a setup. I would not a setup because we didn't have the manipulation, but I would say a lovely 17-minute B plus setup. A lovely $750 profit that would be, but instead I took a loss of $400 today, instead of being a 1% profit, which still keeps me around break even point. But the idea was to go even closer to the passing of this account, of course, as you boys know. So I'm actually like, this is insane to me, because when I looked here, I was like up $400. I was happy. That was 1 to 2 RR, so I didn't think we gonna move lower, and in like a minute I got stopped out with minus 200. So yeah, that's my rundown for the day. If you're gonna displace this, then I think that we're gonna move lower towards the Asian lows, and that's gonna be our ultimate target before big buys on the PM session. Am I gonna trade PM session? Most likely not. Do I want to trade PM session? Yes, I do, but there's always another day to trade. There's always tomorrow to trade, and so I'm not gonna rush it. I already took my trades in the AM session that I normally trade, and it just confirmed that I know what I'm doing. I know where the market's gonna move. The only mistake that I made is the lack of entry on ES, because I entered on EQ instead, and I just, the only adjustment I have to make to my strategy is trading the instrument that's more driving towards going more towards the direction I want the price to move towards, right? So that's basically it, boys. Thank you for watching. Join my Discord as always, and see you next time.